Yo ho! I'm sure you're a very nice person. It be Ryan from Knights Around a Table. How big? How big is your pirate board game collection? I'd like to know because mine's getting rather ridiculous, and it's ridiculous because pirate-themed board games aren't good. they're largely terrible, and this one's called The Tale of Pirates. And to be perfectly frank with you, I don't expect this one to be very good at all. But you know what? I can't stop buying them. I don't know what it is. I think it's my obsession with The Secret of Monkey Island. I love cartoon pirate-themed things, even though they disappoint time and time again. I have so many pirate-themed board games. I bought this hat and this eye patch so that I could make videos about them, just because I thought, man, that's a good investment. I've got like, I was about to say 50. It's not 50. It's more like probably 10 or 12. But that's a lot. That's a lot for a board game collection when some people only have 10 or 12 games in their entire collection. I got 10 or 12. It doesn't pirate ones. Anyway, this game comes to me through, bought it at Board Game Bliss because they had it on sale. And I put it in my cart and I let it sit there and it lapsed and a week went by and they were all out and I was very disappointed. And then I still have the pirate in me voice. Then a couple of weeks later, I checked again and they were back in stock and it was still on sale. So I jumped at it because I thought that this would be the kind of game. Now, look at the back of the box. Cooperative play. Already, boo, stinker, who cares? I don't like cooperative games at all. Not in the least. So why did I even buy this one? Well, I thought one thing about it is that you build a gigantic cardboard pirate ship, and that's what the game comprises. And I thought, I'm headed towards doing streams very eventually. There's a progression on this channel that I'm going to follow. First of all, I would like to nail the tech for these unboxing videos because I'll have you know, this is the third game that I've unboxed, and the first two games, it sucks. You can't redo an unboxing. Once that genie's out of the bottle, you can't re-unbox a game. So if you mess it up, technically, which I am wont to do, that's it. The whole video is scrapped. And I have now unboxed 2 games and have scrapped both videos because of technical problems. The first one, the video was bad. It was like at 2 frames a second. And I thought, oh, I'll nail it the next one. And the next one, the video was beautiful. The audio was terrible. So I spent some time in the last video mentioning that I do have a Patreon account, and what I did with some of the Patreon funds recently was I purchased a secondhand desktop computer, so that had sort of like a beefy video card and double the amount of RAM that my old laptop does. So hopefully these unboxings will get a little bit better and work better, but I've already thrown 2 in the garbage, so who knows. But I mentioned all that to say that the progression of this channel is going to go from this setup being technically reliable, still working on that and have been for months, and then after that I'm going to shoot canned playthroughs, and then once I get super comfortable with that, I'm going to move on to streaming stuff, and I have some really exciting ideas for what to stream. But I thought that once I get to that point, once I'm streaming stuff, this, if you were scrolling through your feed in Facebook or on Twitch or wherever you find streams, and you saw this thing in the video, you might stop. It might give you pause. You know, it's not quite the same as a pretty 20-something-year-old girl in bunny ears, but it's maybe like one step down from that. Maybe bunny ear, you watch her for a bit and then you go and you watch this big crazy pirate ship set up on the table and stuff's happening and there's timers, and my family and I would be playing it. I think it's a real-time game because there's timers, and it reminds me of that other board game, Kitchen Rush, which is sort of like a board game version of Overcooked, if you've ever played Overcooked. And Overcooked goes back and has a, you know, a lineage as well. So here we are. I'm going to finally unbox it, and we'll see what's inside. We'll see how easy it is to put together that ship. I predict it will be super mega easy. Whoa, 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 scraping the box. You would think with all the practice I had doing this, I would just be like board game unboxing ninja. What were the other 2 board games that I unboxed unsuccessfully, you ask? Well, I think I may... Oh. Oh my God. Did you hear that box fart? That had to be, you guys, that had to be a box fart of at least 5. I'm gonna go 6. Holy cow. That is the biggest box fart that we've had on this channel since the history of the box fart. I don't even know if I have a graphic that goes up to 6. I'm gonna have to make one. Whoo! Whoa, that didn't disappoint at all. Maybe it's like the less I care about the game, the more it wants to give to me, to get my attention. Like, hey, listen to me. On the subject of box farts, if you have a box that makes a horribly dirty noise and you'd like to share it with the world, I'm working on a box fart compilation. Film your box doing its nasty thing and send me that video and give me permission to use it. I'll put it in a compilation. We'll have a good time. Great. Down to this. I'm in a way better mood already. I wasted 2 videos, but look at this. I got a smile on my face now, thanks to that box fart. Box fart, they can bring us together, can't they? Can't they? I don't know. Very, very skimpy, thin rulebook. There's not much to this game. It's meant to be family friendly, so I wouldn't expect to see anything less. And, you know, on many pages it has massive print. So, all right, cool. That's the rulebook, and here's a little introductory guide that they have, which runs a couple more pages. This kind of looks like a little bit of a cheat, to be honest. I'm like, usually the rulebooks run around, I don't know, between 12 and 24 pages. So this is like, oh, look, it's only 8 pages, but then we have like a kickstart guide that's also 8 pages. So really, it's a 16-page rulebook, let's be honest. Yes, and lots of things to punch out. Now, the box is very quick to point out that this is not a toy, right? Because that all goes down to types of testing that board game publishers pay for and whatever. But I think the idea is don't just pass this to your 3-year-old and expect them to soothe their teething on it. Right, so this looks like the main deck of the ship, and there's a couple little holes to punch out here and a little hole here. So these holes, I think, are where the egg timers go. Oh, wait. It's not the main deck of the ship. This looks like the main deck of the ship. There are hearts here. This is like, what, life hit points? I don't even know. Well, that's so kind of crazy. And yeah, so the main deck whoosh, pops up nicely. Good, thick, sturdy card. Nothing wrong with that. And where the cannons go is where I expect timers to go. I should have checked. I don't even know if this is made by the same people as the publishers who did Kitchen Rush, but it looks like a very similar idea. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pop this whole thing out and build it right before your eyes, because I get a little bit nervous when people are watching me doing things. That's when I start fumbling and making mistakes. And I don't know how exciting that would be to just, maybe, you know what? I'll punch a bunch of things out and then I will time-lapse speed motion it so that you can see me put it together in a less boring fashion. Great, there's that. Here are some other pieces of the ship. That big mainsail that has the weird notches in it that maybe hold the hearts. I don't know, we'll see in a sec. And a sail piece and this piece, maybe that's a crow's nest. I don't even know, I didn't look closely enough. Neat, but they all pop out nicely. No surprises there. Righto, righto. Well, we'll save that for the time lapse in a second. Oh, holy cow. First of all, the first thing I notice is a rather nice insert. Look, they've thought of everything. The die goes in there, very nice. The stuff goes in here. I guess they got a big cardboard ship, so you need a place to put that big cardboard ship. And look, here's the outline of your big cardboard ship, where your big cardboard ship goes. Some tiles go there. I don't know, does this fit there? Ooh, it does beautifully. So it looks like this is all gonna disassemble and fit in the insert very nicely. Thank you for making an insert. That would be way better than just chucking it in, sloshing it around. But, oh, I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect there to be campaign-y things in here. And look, I don't think we're allowed to look at this, but there's some sort of token in there. Oh, I think that's one of the hourglass, one of the sand timers in there. Is this like, oh, it's an 8-page rulebook with another 8-page supplement, and then here's like more rules and other cards. I don't know if they're introducing mechanics through these packs or what's happening. I don't think I'm allowed to open any of them, I would not assume, but I'm going to open, I don't know, am I allowed to open them? Let's check the rule book real quick. Introductory, okay, I'm gonna speed read this for you here. Take the hull out, blah, 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 build the ship, good, you'll see that in a second. Overview, choose a chapter. At the beginning of the game, you can select only the first island. Oh, there's a whole map that we haven't seen. Wait, is there an app with this? No. There is! Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that this was an app thing. Look, you gotta download this app and hit play and then choose a chapter. And wow, I did not expect anything remotely like that. I don't even know. See, this is how little I know about this game. I just saw Cartoon Pirates big giant ship in the middle of the table. I was like, I'm in. 15 bucks off. Yeah, take my money. Yes. Wow. Okay. Wow. Super surprising. So I don't even know if I'm going to open. Maybe I am. You know what? Let's throw caution to the. I don't know. No, I don't think I should, because look, there's a whole like blackout thing here, so you can't see the back of the card when you flip the deck. No, you know what? I am not going to ruin this for anybody, including me. We're not going to open that, but I will put the ship together. So here we go. Let's speed this up. And there you have it. That was a piece of cake to put together. It's basically a box. No problem. And it's kind of cool because the mast, I wondered how it would do this. The mast pokes out a little bit at the bottom, so it makes the boat able to pivot and spin like that, because I think that you are pointing it to different places. Yes. And I heard, you know what? I heard there's stuff underneath here, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a big secret surprise or what, but I'm going to lift up the insert. Oh yeah, here's all the other stuff. You are supposed to do that. Thank goodness. Right, so here are the mappity pieces from the bottom. Oh, they're kind of hard to get out. There's no finger holes. Well, there is a finger hole, but this little jerk is plugging it up. There we go. Right. So you puzzle piece these bits together. Southeast, north, northeast, south, southeast, northwest, Shazamity, southwest, south, and southeast. Look at that. Love a game that puzzle pieces together. And then the boat goes in here somewhere like that. It spins around and has to point different places. And then cards go over here. And cards, let's see what we got left in the box. We've got this package of egg timers in 4 different colors that fits. Yeah, you're going to want to see that, aren't you? I know what you came for. You're like, yeah, show me the egg timers. All right, you know, they go. Is that worth it? Well, that would. And then interesting wooden dowels that also look like they fit in those holes. And some black, 4 black dowel markers. Lots of secrets and mysteries in this game. Man, I didn't expect to be surprised by anything in this box, but I completely was. I wish I could tell you I'm super excited to play it, but that cooperative word on the back of the box has still kind of turned me off. But have you played this game? Or have you played Kitchen Rush? I'd like to know your opinions on both or either. If you played both, definitely hit those comments and tell me what you think of both of them, and if you think that they're worth your time or interest, if you would stop scrolling, or if you'd bypass a cute 20-year-old in bunny ears to watch a middle-aged guy and his family play this game together. I don't know. Let me know. If you want to let me know in person, check out the Discord link at the bottom of the screen. You can join us there anytime and talk to us about board games, and we'll be happy to hear it. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching this one, and we'll catch you next time.
Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.